You have a choice. Hold to the highest vision possible for your life, and it can come true. Always dream a big dream. All of you sitting here have the brightest futures ahead, and many of you will go on to stellar careers and wonderful occupations. However, you might be driven by fear of failure quite as much as a desire for success. Please remember Mandela, who said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Come on, take that leap. You will inevitably make mistakes. Everyone does. Learn from them and move on. But I'd like to say to you today, always dream the big dream. I'd also like to tell you a personal story. When I grew up in Africa, there was a family who lived in the bush. They lived under a thorn tree with almost no shelter. They didn't even have a family name. The local farmers called them aardvark, which in English means bush pig. Luxury for them was owning a plastic bag. One of the children was called Annie, but her parents had a big dream. They used to say, "Annie, when you grow up, I want you to go and work for a good family in town and pray that they'll be kind to you." But Annie also had a dream. Opa, she used to say, "When I grow up, I really want to." Annie walked 10 miles to school every day. Annie got to town, lived with a family who were kind to her, but she held on to her dream and worked hard. Annie's dream came true, like they usually do. She is now a teacher, no longer living under a bush, no longer being called bush pig, and her parents too don't live under a tree. And you know what? They don't own, crave, use plastic bags. Well, would you? So, what can you do and what should you do? How do you become successful? Harness your enthusiasm and energy without sacrificing your ideals and integrity. Remember, jobs are no longer for life. You will probably all have several different jobs. You will need a large amount of skills. All of you will certainly at some point need to retrain. But retrain, reflect, and refocus, because training is never ever wasted. Do you remember Chesley Sullenberg? He has to be American, hasn't he? The American pilot who glided his plane where both engines were lost earlier January this year, safely onto the Hudson River, saving all 155 people on board. Do you know how he managed where so many other people failed? Training. He trained as a pilot in the US Army, okay? They all learned to glide. Commercial pilots don't anymore. He also had a BSc in psychology, and he had 2 master's degrees, one in industrial psychology and another in public administration. His main area of interest was catastrophic risk management. He specialized in risk managing air disasters. So you see, training is never ever wasted. If you are not successful in getting a job in the next few months, think of other forms of training. Think out of the box. Whatever you do, you will be building a skills base for the future. When you do get a job, don't forget there are always 4 stages, and sometimes it's very difficult to get past the first. The first few weeks you think, ooh, don't let them find out how stupid I am or how useless I am. Afterwards you settle into your job and say, actually, I'm the same as everyone else. After a while, you realize, oops, I'm in charge. And then the last stage, when you have to consider when you've done enough and do you have to move on to a fresh new challenge. Graduates, I'd like to say to you, whatever you do, wherever you go, please have a big dream and most importantly, enjoy what you do. Have enthusiasm, harness your energy, be passionate, work hard, and never, 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 ever give up. Remember, you can make a difference. So, well done, graduates of 209, and also well done, parents, for staying the long haul. The very best of luck for your future. Thank you.
I now invite Mr. Jason Wong, President of Barts and London Dental Society, to address the Assembly.
Good afternoon, staff, parents, guests, and of course, newly graduates. I'm truly honored to be standing here before you today on one of the most important days of your lives. I would like to start by congratulating you all on your outstanding achievement throughout your time here. Most of what I have to say here will mainly relate to the dental and hygiene therapy graduates, but still, all of you have accomplished something extraordinary today. Today marks the beginning of your long careers in the world of dentistry. No longer will you feel the harsh breath of your tutor on the back of your neck as he peers over your shoulder and wonders if the student actually knows what they are doing. For the following year, it will be your PT trainer wondering if this graduate actually knows what he is doing. And without hesitation, you will reply, yes, of course. I am a Queen Mary, Barts and London graduate. I am the best. No doubt you will be more polite in your response, but will use words to a similar effect. But seriously, as undergraduates, you have certainly been the most hardworking in the country and have accomplished so much here at Barts and London. Parents, you should be extremely proud of these young people, these young professionals, these young dentists, not only for their outstanding academic accomplishments, but for their endless contribution to the Student Association, to the school, and to the community. Friends and families of graduates should also be thanked for their continued support and encouragement. Everybody knows that balancing academic, sporting, and social aspects of life isn't easy, but nobody other than a dental graduate would truly understand the hurdles and challenges faced as a dental undergraduate, such as the hours spent in solitary confinement in the library during the exam periods, listening to back-to-back lectures in a stuffy lecture theatre, enduring through the sweltering heat of the Prost lab to complete dentures, tolerating the patients that constantly DNA, and the constant struggle to complete in-course assessments and meet requirements for sign-ups. And of course, the finals patients that arrive to your exam forgetting to brush their teeth. However, on this day, you know that it has all been worth it when you think about all the things that have made your university experience a memorable one. The relationships that you have built with your close friends, the lifelong skills that you have acquired from your independence, the gift of education, and the value of family. Here at Barts and London, we place a lot of emphasis on family, and we are proud of our family-like environment. But I want you all to remember that as you leave this university and embark on the next exciting phase of your lives, with all the new challenges that await, you will always be considered a member of this family. On behalf of the dental student body of Barts and London, I would like to finish now by wishing you all the best of luck. You all have a bright and exciting future ahead of you, and I'm sure we will meet again in a professional or even a social capacity. It has been an absolute pleasure to know to learn, and to practice alongside all of you. You will be greatly missed. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us almost to the end of our proceedings, but not quite. I should like to invite my colleagues on the stage to stand, please. I should like to invite all the parents, family and friends to stand also. And I should like us all to turn to our new graduates and tell them exactly what we think of them. I should now like to invite the new graduates to stand, please, and turn to your family and friends, and perhaps show them a degree of appreciation for all they've put up with. I declare this congregation for the conferment of degrees closed.